Hi everyone, that's Dorota International nail artist and educator, and today we are going to do my set of the nails. Have a preview of them in here. This is always an exciting time for me, getting a new fresh set of the nails. I hope you really enjoy watching this tutorial and you'll learn something new as well. So let's start. Nice and pretty set today, and I will go and show you step by step how to create that. So I have removed the nail extensions. Also, this video on the removal is quite nice and useful. What I'm doing now is I'm pushing back my cuticles, and then we'll have to prep my natural nails for the new fresh extension, and I'm so happy for it. So we need to file the free edge, and here I've got the high up hyponychium, so I have to be quite careful when I'm doing so. And then prep the natural nail. I actually did the dishes and I can see it, the nails are filing. They're quite soft. I should have waited a little bit longer before putting extension on. So I have to make sure I do really dehydrate them well. Okay, scratch this one. The most tricky area is always like around the free edge, because you have to make sure there is no bits and pieces underneath if you want to have a clean form. And then also around the cuticle area on those edges, like you have to make sure there is no shiny surface left, but at the same time you don't want to overfile your natural nail. I never remove my natural nail completely. I like it when there is about 1 millimeter length, so I can nicely hook the form underneath of that. Obviously, doing nails on your own is never the easiest task, especially doing actually the right hand, so this one should go much easier. And then the last nail. Okay, remove any dust so you can inspect the nails further. And I can see there is a tiny bit of the shiny place left in here, tiny bit in there, tiny bit in there. I never file too much first stage because you can really easily overfile it. That's why I have removed the dust and now I'm just touching up some places here and there. Okay, the next step is like I make sure I have no bits and pieces underneath of my free edge, because otherwise it will stick to the gel and it would look quite raggy and dirty underneath. We are going to do a little bit of the cuticle work. I have no pressure at all, like you don't want to be putting any pressure, and also don't work like this because you could create a holes in your nail. Put the machine into the reverse and do the other side. Gain very little pressure. Clean it. So that's all the cuticle removed from my nail plate. I still got quite a lot on my nail folds, but what I can do it is I can gently just touch it up and smooth it a little bit with the bead and leave it the rest for after filing.
So I'm just gently cleaning the nail fold. Okay, they are not perfect, but that's enough for me because I want to do it more of this work after I finish filing on the nail extension with the e-file. So no more e-file. If it's necessary, we can trim some moss sticking out cuticle. Okay, that's my nails nice and ready. So dehydrate with the blue scrub, like really nice and squeaky clean. And then let's start the fun, playing with the forms. So that's the forms I'm gonna use, and I will prepare them first just because we are working on my nails and I need both hands to do so. So on my pinky, the only thing I need to do it is trim the form just like this so I can pinch it nicer. I pre-pinch it in between the fingers. And then this form is ready for a pinky. Next one, the ring finger. The ring finger has the shorter nail bed, and if I do not trim the form, I wouldn't be able to pinch and I get a really bulky nail. So what I need to do for my ring finger is I need to cut out the entire row on the form. And then also, so first of all, the form is going to be bended. So when you measure, you cannot cut on these points because then you will be missing some form. So you have to go always like a one place wider. Okay, so that's my ring finger. Pre-roll in between your fingers. Close the form. We've got ring finger. Middle finger. Middle finger has a little hyponychium, but it's quite easy to pinch. So ideally, I need to at least cut it there. Remove a little bit in here. And cut out the space for the tiny hyponychium. You can also, before you close your forms, like you could actually check it if it's going underneath. And then the index finger. Now guys, do not bin those things. They are awesome for using as a mixing palette, especially in a salon, like, it's absolutely fantastic. Now here, ideally, I don't want to cut out too much, but at the same time I need to cut quite a lot. The reason for not cutting too much is this nail is quite wide and I wanted it to be thinner than the middle finger. I also need to cut out a decent amount for a hyponychium, like really decent, so I can place the form a little bit higher than my natural nail grow. If I don't do that, it wouldn't look nice within a few weeks' time. So a really decent cut out for a hyponychium. I also never like how it looks underneath. You can see it even here, like it looks almost like it's dirty, but it's just my hyponychium and I cannot remove it. Don't try to remove it. It's a living tissue which protects your nail bed. And also let's trim it. Okay, now let's see it if I did remember it good on how to place it. Gosh, I am all full of cuts, like one after another. I don't know how I done this one. It's fresh. No, when doing the dishes. Okay, let's place those forms in. So I want the form to be nice and straight. And because I have no pinching clamp, I have to really place the forms well. So the product is nicely pinched without a pinching clamp. I'm trying to lift it up a little bit. There we are. Then we've got next one in. So that will be my ring finger. Again, check if it's straight. And then start closing it. As you close the form, the more you close it, the more the form goes up. I cannot close it anymore, like I cannot pinch it anymore because the form starts to bend. That's why I need those pinching clamps. So what I'm doing is I'm jumping it out, and if I do not smooth it out, I will have to replace it the fresh form. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, then the next one in. So this one is much easier to go on because it doesn't have those large side walls. Again, that's enough so I don't over pinch it. So what I'm doing is I'm loosening this form in here a little bit. To get rid of that bend. There we are. And it's all because of those large nail folds. And then the index finger. Okay, try to push it as high as possible. The nail actually doesn't allow me to do so. And I should cut out a little bit larger spot for hyponychium, but I will manage to fill out that corner. If I would cut out a bit more, you can see it how big the hyponychium is. The form will slide further in, but it can't because there is a skin. Okay. Since we touch the forms during the nails during the forms application, we need to dehydrate the nail plate again, and that's an extra nail prep I'm using. Wait for it to dry a couple seconds, put it on the side, and then we are going to grab Universal Air Bond. So Universal Air Bond in. See, I skipped the middle finger because I wanted it to dry a little bit more. And then let's start the fun. So we are going to use the Perfect Rules, and I love this gel on its own. Like, I could wear it, to be honest, I think if we wouldn't like, to be honest, I would probably could wear all year round just this gel on its own, like with the top coat and nothing else. Okay, I'm going to start with the pinky. So I'm picking up a small scoop of the product.
Do you want?
Yeah, maybe it will be easier. Oh, my hand is shaking today as well. So this is actually so wrong position for me to apply the product. Ideally, when you're comfy, you go like this and you're working like that. Oh, is it still in the camera? Ah, okay. Okay, so what I'm doing is I remove the excess of the product and then I'm going to apply it on the nail plate first. Okay, cameraman, what I will do is I will work nice and comfy for myself, kind of, and you will just poke me if I'm really out of the view. So natural nail first, and then once I've got the natural nail done, I pick up another scoop and I extend the free edge a little bit. I don't want to go too long. So one side, other side. Oh gosh, this is so terrible. Too early in the morning. So we are going to go to the letter M a little bit more just in case, so I've got something to file. Okay, I'm happy with this one. So we are going to flash cure it. Flash cure is like minimum 10 seconds cure. This will allow you to work on the next nails and the product wouldn't run anymore. But 10 seconds is too short time to do anything with that nail, so I cannot even pinch it. It's just freeze the product so it doesn't run. No, we just need to go to our usual way, so I don't mock about, guys, with you. So, nice and thin layer again. Go everywhere on the natural nail. And look, when I'm working around the cuticle area, my brush is really, I'm working just with the tip. So on the sides, I'm working with the tip. And then at the free edge, I'm going to work with the bigger side, bigger surface of the brush. Okay, so here I have changed the angle on my brush. And now we can add product on the sides. So one side. And then the other side. There are some lines on the forms as well, so you can really see it where you want to place your product. So I'm starting where my natural nail is, and then I'm trying to follow that shape. It will give me less filing later on. Okay, so I've got another nail. Gosh, Dorota. And then give it a freeze. Oh, it's just too early in the morning. Or too much stuff going on. But I need to do my nails like they were desperate. Honestly, I had those crystal ones for so long because I didn't want to remove them. So another nail. It is a really uncomfy position for me as well, cameraman. I have forgot the pillow under my bum.
Stop can break.
No, it's okay. I will survive, I think. Now we need to remember that the pinky have been cooked for 20 seconds already. He's going to get me a pillow. I mean, obviously we record in a home studio, so my chair isn't regulated like it is in a salon, which means it is too low for this hand position. Ah, that's me going in higher. Fantastic. Thank you. Now I can see it, what I'm doing. Yay. Okay, check the length. That should kind of do. See, my hand even doesn't shake as much now because I'm in a comfier position. Fantastic, 10 seconds cure, and that's mean after this row our pinky is going to be cured 30 seconds. 30 seconds is a half time curing for this gel, and that's mean we will be able to pinch it. Now I don't have a pinching clamps, which is a big mistake. I'm kind of almost crying because of it, so I have to use the tweezer. Now the problem with the tweezer is that the gel will spring back. It wouldn't hold the gel. I mean, I can pinch it a little bit. As you can see it, the shape is changing and it's look better. I don't have a pinching clamp at all.
Okay.
But that's nice. That's nice if it would stay like this. And then we are going to do the index finger. Gosh, this is so much comfier now. It just shows you the position is so crucial. Okay, so free edge first. Sorry, the natural nail first, and then we are going to do the free edge. This is not my day.
That's Sunday.
That's Sunday. Guys, it is Sunday. No, we had really hard weekend, like really hard. It's okay, cameraman, I don't need that, thank you. Really tough. So I need to fill up this side first. We need lots of cuddles, guys. We need lots of cuddles. Then fill up this missing place. And then give it a cook. Perfect. Okay, time to pinch this one. And okay, no more surprises in this video, please. And this is my widest nail, like this one is so wide. It does pinch really nice. Pinching never should give a pain, and also like when you're pinching, guys, remember that you cannot do it on a weak nails. Okay, let's build up. I can actually pull this form down because I'm very happy with the skeleton of this nail. And then nice and close to the cuticle. Through the entire surface. Then pick up the scoop for the apex. You have to kind of measure on your brush the size of the product you want to go for and start building the apex. Don't go too close to the cuticle because by the time you finish, gosh, this is the worst set I did. Can guys see it? I'm sometimes struggling as well. Okay, cook it in. But they're pretty, like, once they finished. Once they finished. Okay, it will be also a time to pinch the next finger as well. When you've got a little bit more product, like we built the apex, flash cure it for a few seconds longer. That's it. Pinch this one. This one always pinches amazing, like really amazing. And I can build up this one. So if I'm not sure if I've got enough product, I wouldn't pull the form down. Okay, what I would do it is I would apply nice and thin layer everywhere, fill up those missing places. And then build up the apex. Obviously it's a bigger nail, so I need a little bit more product on. And side view is best for an apex, like for you guys to see it. So you're just placing a blob and then you almost drag it. Once you've got it this way, you can take it, a brush, and just touch up. To make it spread faster. On the places where you want to remove more product, you press harder. That's me happy. Give it a cook. And then we can do another one. So again, nice and thin. Drop more in that corner. And then build up apex. You can see it again, much larger nail. So more product on. Release it from the brush. Get rid of this air bubble. And then drag it. Cook it in. So just a couple seconds. And then pinch this one. You can see it, the lighter place, that's the pressure from pinching. Like you have to make sure you do it on the nice and strong nails. And then build this one, then we can cook them and shape those nails. Can also remove this form. Will be easier. So first of all, I'm going to apply thin layer everywhere again. Fill up that missing corner. And then build up the apex. This is the comfiest position when you're working, when your hand is down, because the product runs in a place where it should be. And then you can go nice and slow like this to create a nicer shape. The position is really crucial, I think. And I can see it on the shape of the nail too. So let's cook it. I never spent too much time playing with the gel like at this stage, because it will start run. You are, guys, really better off take your hand out, and then if it's necessary, like you could add some product at the later stage when everything is cooked and it wouldn't run. I've got far too much product on every single nail, so I'm quite happy with that. We are going to cure them 60 seconds now. Fantastic, so just a couple seconds longer, and then we can remove the inhibition layer with the UV cleanser and the forms, obviously. Okay, remove. They are not pinched at all, gosh. So white. I'll need to file them more on the sides to make them prettier. It just shows you the difference, like when you use the pinching clamp. So, filing time. I know not everyone likes the filing, but I think it's a very crucial step of making nice and pretty nails. So we want to file it into the V shape. Not too much because they are a little bit shorter. Okay, then have to take it quite a decent amount down, but I still prefer it to make it a little bit longer, just so you've got more room to improve the shape. Okay, so that's a nice V shape. I can lift this side up. And this is also making the nail look slimmer as well. Lift that side up. Okay, blend around the cuticle area. And then smooth the surface at the free edge. I don't want the free edge to be thick at all because we are going for the design at the French. And if it's too thick, it just doesn't look nice. Those movements are fantastic, guys, to file the entire surface of your nail and make them nice and pretty. Okay, let me see the filing line. So you can see it, I usually try to avoid the apex area because there is no need of filing it. This side is a tiny bit lower, that's it. Okay, so that start looks quite nice. Go for the next one. File that free edge. I'm trying to usually follow kind of same filing routine. It just makes your life easier. Sometimes if I'm not sure how much I want to take off on a certain place, I would go and do my routine like I did on this nail and then go back to those other places. You better do that than overfile the nail. That is great, and now I can just even it out. So this side is slightly thicker. Then thin out the free edge. But this side is thinner, so don't file as much on that side. Remove the dust so you don't file without of knowing where you want to go. And then smooth the entire nail. That's great. And then again, because we have shortened it, I can take those sides. Do the same in here. So a V shape first. And those change the most, I think, the most shape of the nail. Like it just makes it look much better always. Now, this is a tricky place to file. So I don't want to be filing here. I want to be filing only this place. Like, can you see there is a wee gap? Hold your file at that angle. So this way you will be filing only this place without of touching that place. This is really important, like when you're filing, that you keep the right angle of your file. Same in here, so I don't file here, I just file at the free edge. And you can see it, because I have filed that place, it did become much thicker. smooth the surface. Blend around the cuticle area. And here I've got a little bit more blend because there was the product was applied thicker. Okay, I have shown you on 3 different nails how to file it. You can see a huge difference in the shape of them. And then the next step would be to take a buffer, and this buffer will just perfect everything. So you're doing just like lots of motion like this, and you can see it, how much nicer it is. Then around the cuticle area. This is also why I didn't do too much of the cuticle work, because during this process quite often I do touch the nail fold, and basically it will just smooth out. Okay, do the same in here. Okay, then around the cuticle area. And then on this one too. I'm kind of trying to brush away any dust particles. Okay, that's me quite happy with them. That's enough for this, for those filings. So removed any dust and clean those nails to see how they look. But I think it should be quite nice. Yeah, they are ready for the next step. I just need to file this one, so I will do it quickly now and then come back to you. Okay, so just clean them nice. And then we can do the fun part, which is the design. So first of all, we need to use the transfer foil gel. And as I told you guys, you can use this, and I'm actually going to use it. So usually in the salon, I've got the fan where I would place it underneath of the fan to make it nice and steady. I'm placing a small scoop of the transfer foil gel, and then we are going to grab those flowers. Cameraman asked me, where you've got your acrylic paints? You thought I have free-handed. Yes, I could freehand it, but also I want to show you. There's lots of videos on the one stroke, so today I'm going to show you a transfer foil for a change. The easier option, like if someone cannot freehand. And the time-wise, I think it would be similar. Okay, I have cut it 3 pieces, and I think that's might be enough. We'll see. So let's start painting those French first. Okay, D-liner brush. And what we are going to do is paint some French manicure. When painting with clear, it can be quite tricky. I actually thought about trying it with those jelly stamper to see if the transfer foil glue gel would work for it. I'm not too fussy about the smile line, like 100%, because we are going to add some silver detail in there as well. Okay, first one done. And in the first attempt, what I did, I have put the entire nail, I have covered the full nail with the transfer foil, but actually I prefer it, those French look. So again, not too bothered about making a perfect smile line, just a kind of not bad one. You could also use the brush straight from the bottle. Will be definitely faster at this stage what I'm doing now, like coloring the entire nail. But still, I think it's not that hard design to do it really because of the transfer foils. Okay, and then once you're happy with the full work, check if you don't miss any places. And then we are going to cure our design. So I'm going to cure it 30, let's do it 30 seconds. You can cure it 60 seconds, I'm going to cure it 30. And as always, I like to save the time, so I'm going to grab some pearls because we will use those pearls, sorry. And we will also use those crystals. They are amazing, guys. Like, I do really love the color of them. They remind me like a kind of, I don't know, moon crystals. They are called Parsh crystals, and they are available on our website as well. Actually, all the products which I'm using are available. Now, let's start transferring it. I quite like this rose here. So I can place it in the middle finger. So what you do it is you just place it, the transfer foil there, and then using your hand you start to transferring it into the nail. Like, make sure you do cover all the edges. You have to almost iron it in. And eventually the transfer foil will start to come off itself. You can see it, it starts doing it now. So it's a time to peel it off. Don't peel it too soon, like you really want to be sure you got it everywhere. And this way we've got a nice, beautiful French. I also quite like this large flower here. And we could place it there, like this. Work your foil through it. And then again, once you see it start coming off, you can peel it off. Okay, I have missed a tiny bit in there of the blue color. So what I'm gonna do, I will just attach it in. Next one. So I take a fresh piece. That's quite large. Okay, for the pinky, I want to go small. Here we are. That was a quick one. And then here I want to do this one. And it's a fantastic alternative, like if you cannot paint it. Now I will still touch up this place, but to save the time, we are also going to paint those silver smile line. So again, D-liner brush. Let me fix it. So I'm rolling my brush because it was splitting, and now I've got nice end again. Now I am more fussy how I'm placing my smile line. Okay, I wanted it to be nice now. Okay, first smile line done. Oh, I should start from pinky. Go to that corner. Next one. And what I'm doing now is I'm also trying to fix any places like which aren't straight. So in some places I would go over my blue, and in some places I would go above it to kind of even it out. Okay, so as you can see it, I'm missing this side here, so I'm going above the blue, and here I've got too much, so I'm going to go on the blue. Okay, we also need to touch up this place. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the glue again in those places which I'm not happy about. And then we are going to cure it not 60 seconds. Let's do the next part because that's such a huge time saver. So base gel, because we have to flash cure it anyway. And I'm going to start placing those first crystals in. So base gel here. My glue have been cured like a couple seconds. And I can do this one here and this one there. And that's those crystals which we are going to use, those two sizes here. So the large one, they're so pretty, and I feel like I couldn't pick up any other crystals than those ones for this set because it just goes perfect. And then the ones which are a size smaller. Okay, drop more of the base gel because as you can see it, the crystals don't want to come off. That means there is not enough base gel, so they cannot stick in. And then move them into the correct places. Because I cannot do the next step without a flash curing this one, that's why I thought it would be a huge time saver for me. Another drop of the base gel. And here I'm going to do a slightly different crystal placement. So I'm going to grab those ones. And they are so easy to open as you know how to open it. So you have to hold this and then just, no. Oh. There we are. And then just open it up. So the pearl wise, we are going to go for medium one. That's a medium one. And a medium one. No, a bigger. This one. Okay, that's me happy with the pearls. And then around the pearls, we are going to apply more base gel. And the crystals, the large one. Is it the large one? Yeah. So we should be able to squeeze 5 of those crystals in there. Yes. And I quite like it because it imitates a little bit, it imitates the flowers, flower if we would go all the way around it. That's why I decided for those crystal placement. I really so miss like spring nail designs, like they always look so pretty. Okay, move those crystals in there. It would look amazing just like this, even. Okay, another 10 seconds cure. So then the transfer foil gel will be cured for 20 seconds in total. And that should be enough, actually. We are going to grab the silver transfer foil and a small piece of it. So I'm just got it here. Perfect. Small piece. Put it on the side. Let's fill up this missing place here. So I'm searching for a blue, and the place is fixed. There we are. Maybe even more there. Silver. And guys, those transfer foils, those ones and those tabs like gold, silvers and rose gold, they are the easiest transfer foils I have ever had. Like you can see the difference, how well they transfer. And I think it is a lot to do with the actual transfer foils itself. You can see it when I'm scratching it. The stuff from underneath comes off very easy, even if I just go like this. This is actually also another nice idea for you guys. What you can do it is apply it a gel polish, and then with inhibition layer of the gel polish, if you do this crackle kind of effect, that will look awesome too. But okay, that's my silver parts done. So I can start finishing it off with the crystals. And now on this part, I want the pearl again. Let's place it a little bit more and then straight line. Pearl and straight line. And then a couple of the caviar beads. So I'm just going very tiny little bit of the base gel. Grab my caviar beads. Okay, caviar beads needs to be here, this needs to be there, so it's comfy. When the crystals are kind of nice and comfy, it's easier to do it. Now I'm picking up a smaller pearl, so small one here, and another small one there. And so those the crystals are size smaller. And again, we're placing 5 of them. Not enough base on that side. I actually started loving them already because they almost finished. And I hope, guys, you think the same about those pretty set. Now, the crystals which I've got on the bottom, they are not as rounded, so I kind of get them into more point rather than going around the pearl. And the reason for it is I want to place some crystals here as well, and I've got 2 and 3. Okay. I will place it 2 of them. So 2. They are all not straight yet. It's funny, I've got exactly the same amount of the crystals in both of it. So 3 and 2. Okay, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. I am. And then the caviar beads. So that's it. We have finished with the crystals, and I can only place the caviar beads onto this nail. So to finish it off, three beads on one side, and then there is something there. I quite like to, for single ones, I quite like to use those back of the form or a mixing palette to pick up those single ones, and then if in some places I have picked the 3 crystals, I can go straight away and apply 3. Cameraman is yawning. Ay, caviar beads. He always does that. I think it's stronger than him. They are not boring. They are not at all. No. Oh, guys, once we sort out everything what is going on, like, I think we need to buy cameraman a microphone as well. He wants to chat more with you, huh? Okay, and a single one. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, 10 seconds freeze, and then I can finish off the rest of the caviar beads. So pick up my base gel, and other caviar beads are going to go around every crystal here. So I wouldn't do 2 nails at the, oh, maybe I will do it to save you time. And make cameraman less yawning. Honestly, I'm trying my best to be as fast with them as possible, but those of you guys who have those, who bought the caviar beads from us, you guys know what size they are. Because in a camera, everything looks so much bigger. And so imperfect, like when I see it, oh my goodness, sometimes it's terrible. Now on this one, we are going to add 3. So I've got 4, 1 in here, And I have seen some people doing the caviar beads with the dotting tool or the wax. I think they are just too tiny to be able to do that. At least those ones. Again, I have picked up few. Get them in nicer. Probably can't see it, even the ones on the silver foil, but I think it just does really finish it off when you look close to it. It kind of gives those wow effect. The cameraman is searching for them.
This check is visible in the camera or not.
I'm sure it is visible in a camera. Like, camera enlarge everything so much
Yes,
that's...
I'm zooming in.
Yes, because you zoom in, you're showing every single imperfection which my eyes cannot even see it.
And I not see it
You don't see it too.
because
It's
quite
too
far
small.
away to the phone which one we're recording.
There is also an option to zoom it at even further on the channel itself. Gosh, they are, I don't know, they are the size of... There's nothing to compare that.
Yeah, it is too small.
Too small. You know the salt grain.
Oh, maybe smaller caviar beads.
Full concentration, and we are placing the... Oh no, it's not the last one. Now, the last strategic caviar bead. Is it last one? I had once actually someone commenting you missed one caviar bead. So I'm going to go through it and check it if I didn't miss any. Oh gosh, I've got one in here, one in there. No, they are all in. Ah, that's so pretty. Let's cook them in. And then once the top coat goes over it, everything looks even prettier. So tidy up this mess so you don't drop your caviar beads. And then we are going to grab the High Shine No Wipe Top Gel and apply it in. Now, since we have to put a bit more top coat, I'm going to do a nail by nail. So decent amount in here. And I'm top coating the caviar beads, like my top coat goes in and out. Cap the free edge. When my brush splits, I'm capping the free edge, and also I'm checking how the light reflect. I'm not happy with the one place. So drop more top coat, and then, oh gosh, I've got something there, less in here. Freeze it. Now, when you're freezing the top coat, again, it has to be at least 10 seconds. Anything shorter isn't good enough. It might still like kind of move, or it might kind of don't cure properly later on. So 10 seconds. I can't wait 10 seconds. Then this one. So I'm going to place the top coat over the pearl, because the pearls are coated with, like, I would call it almost chrome pigment, like aurora pigment. I don't want that to be off. And I'm really hard on my nails, like we're doing always lots of active things and like many stuff which can cause things to come off faster. Okay, so smooth it out. Again, I'm checking how the light reflects on it. And if I'm not happy with something, I would touch it up. I didn't put much of the top coat because I didn't have as many places to fix on this nail like I did on the first one. So I'm kind of trying to always fix the nails as I'm working through every single step. If you're scared you might top coat your gems too much, use the small brush to go around them. That's a good tip for those of you who are scared to use the large brush. What I'm doing with my large brush, I have flattened it so it's smaller, and this way I'm able to reach better, but still I need to use a small brush to get to that corner. So I used UV cleanser to clean my brush because it was full of the transfer foil gel and I don't want that to affect my top coat. Shaky motion. I don't have to even do it, my hands shake so much today. And we've got another nail top coated, and I can straight away top coat this one because this one doesn't have anything to fix either. So in a case of trying to improve the shape of the nail, you would flash cure it. Again, check how the light reflects on it. I'm not happy with one place. And that's me satisfied. So let's cook those nails and then I can show you. Actually, you can see it, the final result. So that's how they look once they finish. And I think they are so nice and pretty. I can't leave them up. They need to be cooked. So let's cook this hand and then you can look on this one. This one have been already used, like I need to clean it and doing dishes and other things. But it's so pretty. And it does looks like almost freehand nail art. The other one is better, of course, because it was done with the right hand, not with the left hand. Yeah, I'm going to show you those final results on this hand. That's what we have created today. They're so pretty. I hope, guys, you have really enjoyed and you have learned something on this video as well. If you did, hit those share buttons so the other can see it as well. We both send you huge glittery hugs and bye for now.